Breaking news, Tiger Woods has been involved in a serious car crash. As you can see here, the LA sheriff says Tiger Woods was involved in a single vehicle rollover, traffic collision, and had to be extricated with the jaws of life. This is according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and a statement that they just put out. Woods' vehicle rolled over this morning. It was on the border of Rolling Hills Estates and Rancho.
45-year-old Tiger Woods got in an accident yesterday that could have been fatal right near Los Angeles after his 2021 Genesis SUV lost control. Now, we don't know what happened for sure, as Lieutenant Michael White of the LA County Sheriff's Office said. Traffic investigators could take days or weeks to determine cause of the crash as they investigate whether speed, fatigue, or operator error were factors, or whether Woods struck something in the road, causing him to lose control. The widely theorized belief is that he crossed a median and went across 2 lanes of road before hitting a curb, hitting a tree, and landing on its side off the roadway in the bush. And of course, no other vehicles were involved. It is also the note that the road Tiger was driving on just happens to be known as a trouble spot for speeding and accidents, escorted by deputy from around the area. But now it's time to get to the serious part of this video. What is the current extent to Tiger Woods' injuries? When he was picked up by an ambulance and taken to the Harbor UCLA Medical Center, where it was announced he was in serious conditions with non-life-threatening injuries, he is conscious and able to communicate until fire crews arrived, Deputy Carlos Gonzalez reported. He was the first deputy to arrive at the scene of the accident. Multiple sources have said that his current known injuries are compound fractures in his legs. A compound fracture is often described as an open fracture in a wound or break in the skin near the side of the broken bone. Most often, this wound is caused by a fragment of bone breaking through the skin at the moment of the injury. He also suffered significant orthopedic injuries to his lower right extremity, which was indeed treated when Tiger went into emergency surgery. This is the exact statement from Dr. I'm totally going to murder his name, Anish Mahajan, who is the Chief of Medical Staff Officer at Harbor UCLA Medical Center, on Twitter. Open fractures affecting both the upper and lower portions of the tibia and fibula bones were stabilized by inserting a rod into the tibia. He added, additional injuries to the bone of the foot and ankle were stabilized with a combination of screws and pins. Trauma to the muscle and soft tissue of the leg required surgical release of the covering of the muscles to relieve pressure through the swelling. And to me, that sounds very, very serious. And I cannot imagine what he must have been going through. Now let's talk a little about the car he was driving. Woods was driving, as I've already said, a 2021 Genesis SUV. He got this because he hosted a golf tournament over the weekend sponsored by who? You guessed it. Woods hosted the Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club in Pacific. I have no clue how to say this, I'm gonna be honest. Palisades? Oh God. Over the weekend. Also to note that Tiger was indeed wearing a seatbelt, which undoubtedly saved his life. The airbags deployed, and the interior of the car was surprisingly intact, which gave him a kind of cushion, which is at this time is widely believed that this saved this from being a fatal accident. Now guys, at this time this is all the information I've gathered from multiple different sources, but if there are any major updates, I'll keep you updated on the status of 5-time Masters champ Tiger Woods. But until then, Stay safe. I love you all. Peace.